Alright everybody, here we go again, and it's just a continuation of this tutorial here. Sorry I had to make it like 2 parts, but I just didn't want the videos to be so long. And since it's kind of like with the mod project anyway, but let's just get down to it. Okay, so what you have to do, the best paint job you'll get really depends on how good your prep work is. A lot of guys, they're really good at their prep work. You know, really for any kind of project that you do, as far as cutting goes, cutting out windows, painting, even cable management. The best work you can do is your prep work, whether you do it out in your head, or you write it down, or calculate it out, or however you do it, that's going to give you your best product. Alright, sanding. So just get you, like I was saying before, get you a fresh piece of sandpaper here. This is Black & Decker mouth sander. Place your pad on there, let's get the sand in.
Okay, it's on.
Alright, now after you're done sanding your piece that you want to paint, you're going to spray it down with some lacquer thinner. You just get this from any kind of, you can get it from an auto parts store, or I usually get mine from Home Depot or Lowe's. So I'm just going to spray it down here. A little bit of the lacquer thinner. And you're just spraying that down because you just want to get all the extra dust off from the from sanding it. And you also will do this if you were going to sandblast. You still want to spray it down with that lacquer thinner. It really helps clean the surface and nice. In there, okay. The next, you're gonna get some of this tack cloth here. This is Workforce 100% cotton tack cloth. You can get this from Home Depot or auto parts store too. And I just cut a piece off. And what we do with the tack cloth is the same principle of getting the dust off, but you just want to rub it on there. You don't really have to rub too hard. You just want to go over it. And this will help get the rest of the dust off and particles that you didn't get from using the lacquer thinner. Alright guys, now that your prep work's done, it's time to start this painting. And this is the paint that we're doing here, or what we're trying to do, is going to be a 4-step process where we use base coat, where we use primer, base coat, and then we put our additives in, like our pearls and our metal flakes, and then the last final step is clear coat. So gonna need a little mixing stick, just a little piece of wood. I usually go to like what's that place called? The arts and crafts store. I usually go to an arts and crafts store and just pick up some popsicle stick for mixing my paint. I got these from the paint supply store. They gave you some too, but that's where I usually get them from. And for our mixing base, we're going to use, I just use paper cups. You get these from the dollar store. Or any other place, maybe arts and crafts store. These are really good, and I usually just go by eye about how mixing the stuff. I don't use the other ones. Anyway, so this is going to be 2 parts, 1 part. So we're going to got a few pieces of prime. So that's about enough right there. Then we're going to add our hardener or catalyst here. And just about 1 part of that. There you go. Now when we apply this epoxy primer, you usually gotta do 2 wet coats. So when you coat it, you want to be generous. You know, you want to coat it really well. Like I say, you're gonna use 2 wet coats on each piece. And after you do that, we'll let it dry for about half an hour. No more than an hour. If you let it dry for more than an hour, then you might have to recoat it again. So your time frame is 30 minutes to an hour. Now if you let it stay for an hour, you need to give it a couple of days before you go and coat something else on it, because this epoxy primer, it gets hard. So okay, and that makes. Okay, stand by, guys.